Good morning, Unity. We want to thank the band for that song. It was called The Creator Has a Master Plan by Pharoah Sanders. We also want to thank our guest musician, Michael Adams, for being with us. I have been trying to get this man with us for about 2 years, so I'm very happy that he's here this morning. And Chris Smith on drums. Let's give him a hand. Beautiful drummer. This is one of those songs that talks about if you want it, you got to do something. You can't just sit there waiting on somebody else to do it for you. Hey. It's like looking through a telescope. You see where you're gonna be, growing, getting better. You're not the person they see. Can't be mad at the things you've been through, 'cause they built your muscle. Now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop your hustle.
Hey, your faith ain't never small. That's what brought you this far. See, you got your dreams and you got your prayers and you got your God. He's gonna take you there.
Everybody has a season, and I believe this one's yours, 'cause you've been working, waiting. This what you've been praying for.
Go get it.
Go get it. Go get
Go
it.
get it.
Go get your blessing.
Go get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get it.
Go get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get it.
It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
You were made to live a good life, and that's what I believe. So hit the floor, say a prayer, start working. You got to do something.
It's all right to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
It's all right to walk before you run.
Yeah.
But if you want to get what you never got, you got to do something that you never done.
Go get it.
Go get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get your blessing.
Go get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get it.
Go get
Go
it.
get it.
Go get your
It's
blessing.
your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
You've been
And
qualified.
His mercies multiply.
You cannot be denied.
Divinely certified.
It's official.
Go ahead and testify.
He's gonna bless you.
You gon' bless him.
God be glorified. Go get it.
Go get it. Go get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get your blessing.
Go get it.
Go get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get your
It's
blessing.
your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get
Go
it.
get your blessing.
Go get
Go
it.
get
Go
it.
get it.
Go get
Go
it.
get it.
Go get your
It's
blessing.
your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time. It's your time. It's your time.
Good morning. There we go. Good morning. Who's excited that the sun is shining and there's people in the sanctuary? Woo! Me too. All right. This month is power. The power of my thoughts and words moves me ever closer to the truth of my being. Is something not working? Huh. This is not working for me. Oh. I'll let someone else do this. Okay. We have the deeper dive. We do this monthly on Tuesdays and every fourth Tuesday, and Reverend Becky runs this group. It's casual, it's fun, talk about whatever is on your mind, and it's This one happens to be this Tuesday. It's always awesome. So please, please, please join for that wonderful discussion. And now that spring is in the air, let's help fill the pantry that is bare. So you can either bring food here to the church, non-perishables, of course, or you can contribute to the little pantry at unityomaha.org. And we have a Foundations of Unity class coming up Wednesdays, 11:30 a.m. or 7 p.m., starting June 9th through June 28th. So this is a great class to go to learn about all the foundations of unity. And if you want to become a member, then you'll want to take this class. You need to take this class to become a member, but you certainly don't have to. You can take the class no matter what, even if you don't want to be a member. So it's going to be a great way to just learn about unity. And we are still looking for a leader for our spiritual social action ministry. You do need to be a member to do that, and we would love to have you serve unity in that way. So please let Brenda know if that is something you're interested in. And be in the know. Make sure that you sign up for our weekly e-newsletter. We have lots of things going on, especially as we're gradually reopening. So make sure that you know what the events coming up. You can email Vicki at unityomaha.org to get that newsletter. And join our Zoom chat 10 minutes after the service ends. It's a lot of fun. Great time for fellowship. Our cafe's not quite open yet, and so we can still connect in that way. Also support Unity of Omaha. If Unity of Omaha supports you in your spirituality, please also support Unity of Omaha through your gifts and donations. You can do it through text, mail, or online. All right, so now let's each say with me our vision. In oneness with universal energy, we celebrate a world united in divine love. Just breathe that in. And we get there through our mission. We raise vibrational consciousness through creative teachings, positive prayer, and a nurturing community. Absolutely, we do. All right. All right, so now let's go into prayer. Close or lower your eyes if you like. And just take a deep breath in to just settle into where you are, right here, right now, in this moment, for there is nothing else. And it is all divine, all blessed, all good, all God. And I know that I am one with this amazing source, this power, this love, this grace, and one with each and every person here in the sanctuary and watching online. We are all connected in that beautiful, beautiful oneness. And I know that we rest here today in our power. We are powerful humans. We are powerful spirits. And we use our creative power to create the beautiful life that we want. All we have to do is change our thoughts, and it changes our life. And that is amazing, this beautiful power. And I know that as we create our lives, we create love, beautiful relationships, wonderful careers, and all look so bright and glorious. And this new day, this new going forward, it feels so good to be in this place, just like a bud of a flower opening up to the new day of sunshine, to the new way of being. It feels so good. And I know for each and every one of us that we revel in this joyous new beginning. And I'm so very grateful for this time, grateful for all we've learned over the past year, grateful for each and every person here today and online in this unity community. And I release these words knowing indeed that it is so, with ease, grace, love, and joy. And so it is. Amen.
I got the power,
You've got the power, we've got the power. Come on! I got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. Hey! I got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. I got the power, you've got the power, we've got the power. Here it is! Some people standing flat-footed out there. Let's go!
I got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power, there's nothing I can't do. No. I got the power to be anything I want. I got the power inside of me. Yes, I do now. I got the power inside of me. Every day I'm wasting my time thinking that someone else is gonna do it all for me. I got to get up, get out, get in, just get started. Take one step towards my destiny. I'll define my direction with clear-cut intention. Declare what will be and then watch it come to me. Well, I've got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power, there's nothing I can't do. Oh, I got the power to be anything I want. Oh, I got the power inside of me. What you say now? I got the power inside of me. There are days when I feel I'm just no good. I'm just no good. Days when I don't even want to try. But when I stop, look and listen and surrender, I hear a voice I just can't deny. It says, you know you can do it, just get down to it. Have faith in yourself and the will to see it through. Well, I got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power, there's nothing I can't do. Oh, I got the power to be anything I want now. I got the power inside of me. What you say now? I got the power inside of me. In those times when I feel so frightened and it seems like I just can't go on, I've got to look deep inside, 'cause that's where I'll find the power, the power, the power inside of me. Yeah. I got the power to make all my dreams come true. I got the power, there's nothing I can't do. Oh, I got the power to be anything I want now. I got the power inside of me. What you say? Oh, I got the power inside of me. I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power. I got the power inside of me. Well, now I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power. I got the power inside of me. Well, now I got the power, you got the power, we got the power. I got the power inside of me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's get out of your seat, dance to the music kind of stuff. We love that. By the way, I'm Susan Kimball, one of your prayer chaplains, and this is the Daily Word by Prayer Chaplain Terry. And this is from Frank Fool's Crow, who is an Ogallala Lakota Sioux spiritual leader. Sometimes it feels like energy or electricity when it is moving in and through us. But spiritual power is really a distinctive kind of knowledge that is like the key that opens the door or the switch that starts the energy moving.
Battery, and it takes a little while for these things to turn on once you hit the switch. So this next song is yet another song about power. Okay, so power, if you didn't know, was our theme for the month of May. Yeah, power. Well, we hope you like this one too.
I am whole and I am free. I am everything I think I can be. And I am healthy and I am strong. And I am right where I belong. I've got the power. I've got the power of I am.
Come on.
I am joyful and I am healed. I am open to the past that all reveals. And I am thankful. I am blessed. I am free from all worry and stress. I've got the power. I've got the power of I am. Now, this is for you to sing. I've got the power. I've got the power. I've got the power of I am. Come on. I've got the power. I've got the power. I've got the power of I am. Is that you today? I am loving and I am love. I am everything I need. I am enough. I am confident. I am unique. I am positive with every word I speak. I've got the power. Do you got it? I've got the power of I got the power. You got the power. We got the power. Yeah, I've got the power. I've got the power. I've got the power of I am. Everybody sing. I've got the power. I've got the power. I am. Yeah. Now is that you? I don't know. That sounds like two people. Just hold right there, guys. Hold it right there. Take that van. Hold right there. Now my question is that you? Okay, then went 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Is that everybody? Is that you? Yeah, that's much better. We can hear you out there on the camera too. We can hear you in here. One more time, is that you? We've got to take control of the mind. And that gives us a power position in life. We can choose to get along with any situation that comes our way. Yes? No? Maybe? Yes! That's the power position. Here we go. Hey! I've got the power. I've got the power. I've got the power of I am. I've got the power of I the power of mine.
Wow. Yeah, I got the power. Yes, I do. Woo! And I have good news for you all. First, I'm Reverend Brenda Peters. Nice to see you. Thank you for being with us. But second, the good news is you have power over your emotions. Yes. Thank you. I didn't even have to say, let me hear it in the sanctuary. Woo! So can I see it in the chat, please? That would be awesome. So thank you for that. Yeah. See what a powerful, beautiful music, you guys. Just set me up. I love that. So May is power, and Reverend Becky has been talking about the power of thoughts, actions, and words. And today is the power of emotions. Emotions. We love them and we hate them. Get it? Get what I did right there? So what I want to do first, I'm going to talk to you about emotional maturity, and then also how you have choices. And I want to introduce a couple of concepts that I've come to know from the 12-step program of AA. And it's in the book of 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. And the first one is what they call a spiritual axiom. So it says, it is a spiritual axiom that every time we are disturbed, no matter what the cause, there is something wrong with us. Ooh, don't like that. Yeah, spiritual axiom. So it's that, I got the finger pointing at you, but there's 3 pointing back at me. Okay, so think about that. We'll come back to that, I promise. And then the second one is the emotional hangover. Emotional hangover. The direct results of yesterday's and sometimes today's excesses of negative emotion, anger, fear, jealousy, and the like. If we would live serenely today and tomorrow, we certainly need to eliminate these hangovers. So think about that. Anytime that you've had those negative emotions rumbling around in your brain, or maybe you've had a situation, and then the next morning, I know for me, it's usually the next morning I wake up and go, what did I do? What did I say? Why? What? You're in that void, that emotional hangover. And I want to add here that negative emotions are not all bad. You can learn from negative emotions. And how? Well, Abraham Hicks, a spiritual teacher, tells us that when we have negative emotions, they give us like a warning sign, like, hey, they tell us, they let us know, you're not in alignment. You're not in alignment with God, with your inner being, with source, with energy. You're not in alignment. So what can you do? And then the third concept is the victim consciousness that sometimes we get into when we have these negative emotions. So you get into, I don't like them, they don't like me, this is what they did to me, this is what they, say about me, this is what they do, blame, 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 shame. And you just get into, I'm the victim here. I'm the victim here. And if you do that enough and obsess, then you stay in that spot. And you have choices. You can stay if you like, but I don't like to be there. And so what do I do to get out of that? And I'll give you an example. This is actually not an example of how to get out of it, but this is how to get into it. So I was visiting my mom, and I'm going to just preface this, I love you, Mom. So there. However, Mom and I are both humans, and sometimes we get into arguments and fights. And there was one time when we were in a fight. Well, we had a fight in the past. Now, that's key. It was in the past. So I'm driving along, and all of a sudden my thoughts go to, hey, remember that argument? Remember what she said? Remember how she was? Blah. And all of a sudden, I could feel all of this stirring up inside of me. Like, and I got more angry and more angry and more negative. And so then I get to my mom's house, jump out of the car, and come and see her. We said a couple of nice things, and then the next thing you know, bam, argument, fight. And the day went south, and I don't even remember, honestly. It was an emotional blackout. I just, left. And after that, though, I had the feeling like, ooh, wow, I did that. I did that all with the emotions and the thoughts that came up to me seeing her. And with that awareness, it didn't feel good. It's like, wow. Emotions are very powerful. And I don't think I realized that till that moment. And so then, of course, I had to go back and make amends to her, and that was no good. I mean, who likes to make amends? I do, but I try not to make very many. But again, I'm human. So what I could have done is I could have had emotional maturity, which is having that control over your emotions, having that power that we're talking about, that dominion, that mastery of your emotions. If I had had that at that time, that day would have gone very differently. I could have pulled over, stopped in a parking lot, whatever, meditated, played some funky music to get me in the right mood, call a friend. I could have done a lot of things to put me back, or even, say to my mom, Mom, I can't come over today because I'm not feeling well. Because it's the truth. I wasn't feeling well because I was in my mind. But I didn't do any of those things to help me have emotional maturity and to have the power over those emotions. You have power over your emotions. How do we do this? Well, the first part is awareness. So like I was saying with my example, it was too late afterwards, but if you could have awareness in that moment, in that time and space of, what am I feeling? Let me just check this out in my body. For me, if something doesn't feel right, or if I'm upset or disturbed, it's in my stomach. Like, ooh, I have a heavy feeling in my stomach, or it's tight, or your chest may be tight, or all of your body parts might be like this, tight. Your face might be squished up. It's different for everybody, So to have that awareness of, okay, I'm feeling something, and to try to name it also. Okay, I'm feeling anger. Okay, and I can feel this. And then the next part comes from Eric Butterworth, who was a Unity minister and also a Unity author. And at this piece, quote, he was having a talk on your emotions. And his talk was titled Discipline and Success. It says, we need to ask ourselves again and again, as we see ourselves boiling over about this or that or the other thing, why am I disturbed? Not Why did he disturb me? Or why does life treat me like this? Or why conditions are like they are? But why? Why am I so upset about them? Until we are willing to ask that question and really probe for answers within ourselves, we're never really going to control our emotions. So ask the question, why am I disturbed? And that goes back to that emotional or that spiritual axiom. Why am I disturbed? Something outside of me, externally, is disturbing me. But I know it starts here. So let's take a look. And that's a practice. So I don't want to seem that this is lightly like, hey, feel your emotions and then ask yourself why. It's a practice. So go easy and be gentle on yourself. I think it's very important to be gentle with yourself. And then the next thing is that we all have buttons that we've installed ourselves. And by buttons, I mean those emotions, those triggers that when somebody, does something, you're like, ugh. Maybe it's a pet peeve. That'd be the easiest one. So my pet peeve is, running late. I don't like to run late. And there's an emotion about that. And there's feelings and thoughts behind that. So when I'm running late, here I have a button. And if somebody says to me, oh, you're running late, why? You just press that button. And I'm about ready to explode because I'm already turned up inside. So if I know my buttons, if I know my triggers, I can stop those. I can have that awareness. I can tune in. I can go, okay, it's all right. It's okay. I'll get there when I get there, and it'll be fine. And if I don't get there on time, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. What I want to leave you with, well, also, before I leave you, the other thing is to react. Not to react, but to respond. We have a tendency, like if I'm running late and somebody pushes my button, that I want to react to that instead of respond by, thank you so much for waiting for me. And I appreciate your patience. That's a way to respond rather than to react by going, I know I was late. You don't have to tell me. And be a wonderful person that everybody wants to be around. You just react. And that's that button. So, I invite you to uninstall your buttons as much as you can. And I'm going to leave you with this from Colossians 3:15. And it says, and let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in the one body, and be thankful. And so for us in Unity, interpreting this metaphysically, when we're in alignment with God, with our inner being, with Source, where we're there, we're in oneness. We're in that peace. And we know that peace. And we know who we are. And those emotions, we have power over them. You have power over your emotions. So what I challenge you or invite you or suggest this week Be aware of your emotions. And know that you do have choices. If you want to stay in those negative emotions, by all means do. That's your choice. But you also have a choice to get out and to live and to thrive and to do something different today that you've not done in the past. It's easy to stay in those emotions. Sometimes they're comfortable, like warm blankets. Oh, I'm so angry. This is so fun. You know? Anger was my first one. And I just loved it. Yeah, bring it on. Ha ha. Why? What does that do for me? Nothing but separate me from you. And what we're trying to do is realize that we're one, that there is no separate. We're all one. So be aware of your emotions and know that you have power over your emotions. You have power. Is this what you want? You want power over your emotions? Yes. Yay. Good. So do I. And so let's practice together in oneness and love. Namaste. And now is the time when we'll go into meditation. So please go ahead and make yourself comfortable and wherever you may be at. Close your eyes or lower your gaze and take a deep breath in with me and out. What a beautiful morning. What a lovely time. We're all gathered together, physically, virtually, spiritually. We're in that oneness. And as we're in that oneness, we feel that peace, that love, that I am. Carrying this energy with us throughout this day, knowing that we have power over emotions, and also knowing that we are human. So if we stumble, if we fall, we can always get back up and take that next step towards emotional maturity, towards love, towards tolerance, towards peace, towards oneness. Not beating ourselves up for any negative feelings we might have. Not beating anybody else up mentally for emotions that they might have. But being right here, right now, in the presence of God. Feeling that energy of love, of power, that we have that power. It is divine. We are divine. And so let us express that divinity and show others. And now in the silence, we will listen and hear to see how we are supposed to express that love in the silence. So let us go forth today. Let us keep top of mind that we have power over our emotions. let us remind ourselves of who we truly are. And let us go forth today and spread love and carry the message that we are love and you are love. And we are one. And so it is. Amen. If you have been spiritually fed, please support Unity of Omaha by your tithes, love offerings. And you can do that by sending a check in the mail or going online to unityofomaha.org and clicking on that donate button. And you can also text to give. Thank you. Thank you for all of the tithes and offerings that you do and your spiritual energy that you send us. And now let's go ahead and say our affirmation for the month. Through the power of my thoughts, I create prosperity in my world. Yes, I do.
The truth can hurt you, or the truth can change you. What will truth do to you?
I just want to be happy. But if I keep on doing the things that keep on bringing me pain, there's no one else I can blame if I'm not happy.
Sometimes I've wasted time.
Wasted time, but now I can see.
Now I can
the
see.
biggest enemy, it was me. So I'm not happy. Cry yourself to sleep. Shout and raise your hands. It won't change a thing, child, until you understand.
But if you're tired of being the same,
If you're tired of being the same, if you're tired of things not
maybe
changing,
it's time for you
it's
to
time for you
get
to
out the way.
get out the way.
don't get stuck.
Don't get stuck
how you
in
feel.
how you feel. Say, Spirit, take the wheel.
Sometimes we
They
gotta say
know
feelings aren't
the
facts.
road that you need to take.
But it only works if you'll say.
If you want to be happy,
Sometimes you gotta look in your reflection in the mirror.
don't you want to be happy?
You gotta ask yourself,
I just want to be happy.
but if I keep on giving,
But if I keep on giving my heart for people to tear apart,
I'll never heal.
the healing will never start. So I can be happy.
Will I ever?
Will I ever be happy?
Cry yourself.
Cry yourself to sleep.
Sometimes we do.
Shout and raise your hands. It won't change a thing, child, until you understand.
But if I'm talking to you, then say it.
If you're tired of being the same, if you're tired of things not changing, it's time
Sometimes,
for you to
maybe
get
sometimes
out
it's
the
time
way.
to get out the way.
Don't get stuck.
You have to
in
decide
how
for
you
yourself.
feel. Say, Spirit, take the
You've been
wheel.
down way
They
too
know
long
the road that you
to just
need
sit there.
to take.
Don't sit there anymore.
It's so easy to
Oh, all of us can
complain
stand up.
until
Come on with
you
me.
get to the pain.
I think
You
about 3
give
people heard me.
their heart, they
Stand up and
push
come on.
it away.
But if you got good news,
Spirit knows just how you feel. Just
sometimes
let
you'll change
him
your
take
mind.
the wheel. The love
You'll
you
take that
feel
good news
is
and make a
already
decision.
here.
The question is,
You wanna be happy.
Now if you really meant that,
I just wanna be happy.
if you really meant that, everybody just say the word yes.
Yeah.
Let me hear you say
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I want to know if you can say it.
Let me hear you say yeah.
Are you tired of going in circles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tired of making mistakes?
You say, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, if you're tired of it, you know there's a chance for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Say yeah.
If you're tired of being the same,
Come on.
you're tired of
Come on,
things
ladies.
not changing,
Come on.
it's time for you to get out the
Oh,
way.
if you're ready, come on.
Don't get stuck in how you feel. Say, Spirit, take the
Sometimes you
wheel.
gotta ask
Make
yourself, what you
your
doing?
road that you need to take.
Oh, it's easy to complain.
It's so easy to complain.
Oh, we sometimes want to give up.
Addicted to the pain. You give your heart, they push it
You know, I watched my
away.
granddaughter Marley. She never gave up.
Spirit knows just how you feel. Just let
You gotta
it take
stand.
the wheel. The love you need is
Yield love every day.
here.
The question
You
is,
wanna be happy.
yield love every day. Give it.
I just wanna be happy.
That's your payment in the moment. That you've yielded a harmonious action. You've given it to somebody. No requirement of payment in return.
I just wanna be happy.
We just want to be happy. So let's go ahead and bless all the offerings and love and all the service that we have here at Unity of Omaha. And let's take that in, because we know that when all those spirit-fed, spirit-led service, tithes, and offerings are given to us, that they go out not only to Omaha, but to a bigger oneness that we are. And we are grateful, and grateful for everyone and everything, and all the blessings that we have, and all the blessings that are yet to come. And so it is. Amen. And please say the prayer of protection with me, if you will. The light of God surrounds me.
I am that light.
The love of God enfolds me.
I am that love.
The power of God protects me.
I am that power.
The presence of God watches over me.
I am that presence.
Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Be well, have emotional maturity, have fun, and be you. Blessings.